Hello guys, welcome back. Well, last time that we were together, we were talking about forensic investigations, whereby we defined forensic science as the amalgamation of all faculties of knowledge in order to solve issues, or in the case of justice administration, that is to solve issues of criminal, civil, regulatory, and social context. So we are now moving ahead uh, with our discussion, or rather my presentation, for your benefit, you guys. So basically, what is important for you guys to know is that in this modern day, it is now highly regarded and inconclusive uh, matter, or rather, it's regarded as inconclusive for an investigator to make a determination that a crime has been committed and simply identify and arrest a suspect without use of physical evidence. The investigator must be able to demonstrate the circumstances involved in the incident by utilizing physical evidence from the individuals involved in the crime scene to support the criminal charges. The investigator thus can get technical support from a crime laboratory or a forensic lab manned by highly trained forensic scientists. Scientists involved in this kind of work have to fully understand the scope of crime laws, regulations, ordinances, statutes, digital instruments, and investigation. Forensic scientists analyze physical evidence recovered from crime scenes or obtained in relation to a particular legal matter and provide expert opinion or expert testimony of their findings. They have to be fully conversant with the laws that govern admissibility of scientific evidence in a court of law. The results of forensic investigation often can be the difference between acquittal and conviction in a court of law. The validity of those results depend, or the validity of these results rather, depend on the knowledge, skills, and experience of the forensic scientists working to obtain them. So what we are saying is that forensic scientists utilize scientific tools and techniques to detect crime, reconstruct the crime scene, identify the alleged offender, and establish vital links. The courts, on the other side, take account of this physical evidence, otherwise infallible, and determine with enhanced accuracy uh, the innocence of guilty the innocence or guilty of the offender. The scientists have to understand elements of crime such that their investigations and analysis should be able to uncover these elements, thus linking a crime to a particular individual, as well as highlighting the intention based on facts. Right. The infusion of science in the investigation of crime is a major breakthrough in the process of advancement of justice. So basically, forensic science includes well-known techniques such as fingerprint analysis, DNA analysis, entomology, ballistics, toxicology, odontology, anthropology, geology, and many other scientific disciplines, just but to mention a few. This makes forensic science a universal science which functions within the parameters of the legal system or framework, providing guidance to those conducting investigations and supplying courts with accurate information upon which they can rely in resolving criminal, social, and civil matters or disputes. Accordingly, uh, with the courts taking physical evidence in high regard than ever, the chain of custody and the integrity of evidence is being carefully examined and often challenged. The importance then of proper methods in collecting, marking, and preserving evidence cannot be overemphasized. You really need to make sure that you collect your evidence very well. You mark it nicely, preserve it nicely. There's a clear chain of custody, and everything else is just done according to standard. There is no cutting corners, there is no doing shortcuts. We have to do things procedurally. That's forensic science. So basically, we are talking of objectivity, we are talking of professionalism, we are talking of procedure, we are talking of being ethical. That's the conduct that is expected, and we're also talking of operating within the parameters of the legal system. That is, you cannot do anything unlawful just to manipulate information or evidence to have someone whom you suspect to be criminal convicted. No, we don't work like that in the forensic world. So basically, laboratories should be able to meet the needs of their clients in a timely fashion, so that the efficiency and effectiveness of the entire criminal justice system is not undermined. Once the forensic labs are taking long to process the results, and they are not giving accurate and precise results in time, then the whole legal system is undermined. It means that the determinations made by the courts become compromised somehow, and some cases may take too long to be completed. So, in any given country, in any given jurisdiction, it is important that governments should invest in forensic science. That's the key of development, in a way that what we are saying is that if we have a proper justice system which is functional, then it's going to make the place peaceful, it's going to make the place governable, it's going to attract investment, because no one wants to put their money where security issues are not well addressed. So basically, the point is, you have to make sure that you can thoroughly investigate crimes as a nation. You also have to make sure that cases are being completed in time, justice is being served in time, justice delayed is justice denied. So if we are having a criminal taking maybe say 8-9 years to be tried, or even 6-7 months, it doesn't make sense. Where the evidence is available, then people have to make sure that they invest towards making that evidence analyzable. You invest in skills, invest in technology, in infrastructure. So what we are saying is that we need to invest as nations, as countries, especially in Africa. Yes, Africa, we need to step up, harness the latest technology, be innovative, come up with our own technology. The greatest challenge of Africans is that we import technology. We haven't started yet manufacturing our own technology at a large scale. Yes, there are few individuals in few countries who are manufacturing maybe 1 or 2 items of technological use, but as it were, we are lagging behind, and we need to work towards that. That's the only best way we can improve as a continent, as a nation. Right, moving forward, what we were saying is that it must, however, be ensured that increased pressure on the laboratories for more and faster results never reduces the accuracy and quality of their work. So what we are saying is that we should not pressurize forensic labs to produce results as quickly as possible in a way that will compromise results. Rather, if we want them to operate efficiently, if we want them to produce results in time for the interest of justice with a sense of efficiency and effectiveness, then we give them resources, right? Because otherwise, if we compromise quality of results, that can lead to gross injustice. So basically, high standards of scientific objectivity, integrity, and quality give a voice to the silent witness of physical evidence. So physical evidence is the silent witness, but this silent witness is given the voice by the forensic scientists, and that voice can only be heard, it can only be accepted if there is scientific objectivity, integrity, and quality. So There is no forensic science without objectivity, without integrity, and uh, quality. So what we are saying is that forensic science is highly disciplined, it's highly standardized, it's highly specialized, and it requires enough time, enough resources, highly specialized people, highly trained people. Everything is just above the rest. It's not the usual science that you know. If you are a biologist and decide to work in the forensic uh, field, then it's no longer business as usual. You really have to apply yourself. You need to appeal to your own conscience and to appeal to your own um, hidden energies, and work very hard really to make sure that justice is served. So it is thus of paramount importance to make sure that the highest possible standards are always maintained in crime laboratories or forensic labs. Right, we cannot overemphasize that one. Let's move on to the history and the development of forensic science. An understanding of the origin and development of forensic science is important for development of work skills and to foster effective communication in a court of law. It is also crucial for one to fully appreciate the history so that they have an understanding of the value of forensic work. Forensic science has to be really understood, yeah, because it has long made an important contribution to criminal investigations. Yeah, its use by the police, however, needs to be properly managed and organized to maintain its important contribution to crime fighting. Uh, Hans Gross, this gentleman here, who was an investigating magistrate and a professor of criminology at the University of Prague in 1898, described the need for a scientifically trained investigator who would undertake certain technical aspects of an investigation to uncover facts and activities of a committed crime. Forensic institutes have thus been developed to apply natural sciences in the investigation of crime, in government inquiries and policy formulation. So we are saying that we can use forensic science to investigate crime. We can use it in government inquiries, in policy formulation. You need highly specialized, this, especially this function of policy formulation. I think a lot of countries they they are yet to apply that, and even most forensic scientists they are not aware of their function as leaders in policy formulation. You need highly trained people, forensic scientists who can research in a certain area and investigate and bring out the facts. For example, in the field of biology, we or the medical field, that where we are coming from a biological point of view, the world is suffering from bioterrorism, where microbes and other biological agents are being used to put pressure on governments, to put pressure on survival of human beings and their livestock and everything, which in turn causes threats to food security, poverty, and also affects the economy. So generally, if you are a country which do not have these important people, the forensic scientists, or especially in particular in this area that I'm talking about of bioterrorism or agro bioterrorism, where people can target crops to make sure that they don't give an effective harvest. You need to have highly specialized people who can investigate, not ordinary uh, scientists who are just there to observe productivity and maybe comment from there. We need someone who can look into the future and quickly come up with information to say, gentlemen, this is war. As a country, we need to be securing our borders with this kind of technology, this kind of systematic procedures, things like that. So, forensic scientists, while the name appears to be fancy, but they've long been relegated in their function in most jurisdictions. So it's high time that the world realizes that if a government has to be successful, if the economy has to be successful, the world at large needs to invest in forensic science, thorough investigation, and the thorough input, which the thorough, I mean, that well-researched information that forensic scientists always bring to the table. Because forensic scientists are conditioned to be very accurate, to be precise, and to be well informed about facts in issue or anything that they bring on the table. So if these guys were to be taken to as police formulation advisors and given the necessary resources in enough time, certainly it will bring a significant change to the way things are being done in various governments and in the world at large. The world economy will stand to benefit, and then it will cascade to continental economies and regional economies, and gradually within each nation. So the earliest record of application of forensic science dates back to about the 3rd century in China. A woman claimed that her husband died when he fell asleep, meaning he failed to escape a house fire. A suspicious coroner performed an experiment in which he burned one pig alive and another one which was already dead. He noticed that the one bent alive, his ashes had actually it had ashes in its mouth, and the one bent already dead had none. So from those findings, he then checked the deceased man's mouth and found it free of ashes. This prompted him to question the widow, and she eventually confessed to murder uh, of her husband and burning his body to conceal evidence. In the 16th century, the first textbook in forensic medicine was published in China. An office of the coroner was established in England in the around 9th century, and it was mandated in investigating murders, and a lot of activities have happened up to the present day, which now uh, there is the more sophisticated modern day sharp edge forensic science. The techniques which have been perfected today were discovered by dedicated people, which during the course of their duties applied themselves. I mean, the discoveries were made by dedicated people during the course of their duties. You know, they applied themselves, and then they came up with significant information that we and skills and technology that we now rely on, and it's proven to be even difficult for people just to apply technology which has already been researched and developed. So if you can't do that, forensic science is not a field. People need to really have the passion to dedicate their time to work very hard to see through certain things and to improve, at least to add your own improvement in the way things are being done today. We need to add our own touch as the current generation. That's only how we can see the future generation improving. If you ask me, I would say that while least as the current generation, we have advanced in terms of technology and quite a lot of things, but we've made the world toxic. There's a lot of dangerous emissions, a lot of pollution, and people of this generation, they are reckless people. They throw papers down in the streets simply because they know that there's a cleaner who is being paid by the local authority or the municipalities or the metropolitan governments. They employ those cleaners, the guys of cleaning the streets and things like that. So someone can has the audacity or throw away papers in the street because there's a cleaner. That's not civilization and that's not advancement. We are not going anywhere as a generation. We need to be responsible, control the environment, trying to take it back to its natural state. Why? Because already our population in the world is increasing. Then That alone means that resources are being constrained. Then all of a sudden, what do? We also increase pollution. Then when we increase pollution, it also reduces productivity and our life expectancy. A lot of things are brought back, reduced in productivity simply by pollution, and people take that for granted. So what we are saying is that as a generation, we need to be responsible. And forensic science has a role to make sure that we change things, just like the gentleman that we are talking about in the history and development of forensic science. History is the study of past, present, and future events in order to understand the present and the future. So when we are talking of the history of forensic science, we are not just talking to show that we at least we read some textbooks or anything. It's not like I was there when these things were happening. I actually read about it. But what I understood and appreciated is that these guys, they made a significant and positive contribution to the next generation. So as human beings, we have to be responsible. We have to take charge of our community and move forward. Okay, just to give an overview of notable individuals and gentlemen who contributed to the development of forensic science. A bit, there's Matthew Ofila, around 1814. Um, he is referred to as the father of toxicology for his work in this discipline. I did some extensive work and wrote about the detection of poisons and their effects on animals. Then we also have Alphonse Bertillon, that's 1879. He's also referred to as the father of anthropometry. Yes, he developed a system of distinguishing one individual person from another based on body measurements. It was a system of identifying people by their physical appearance. Various measurements were taken and recorded from various parts of the body. It was considered to be the most accurate method of personal identification until wheel chest came in 1903. So basically what we are saying is that the measuring of people at your height, maybe your breadth of your chest, arm length, size of your feet, things like that, and it was regarded as most efficient until a scenario in which in 1903 where two individuals who were very identical with same measurements were discovered. Then holes were poked into anthropometry as the most efficient and accurate way of identifying individuals. Right, we also have Francis Galton. He is the father of fingerprinting. He developed fingerprints as a way of uniquely identifying individuals. Also, you have Leon Letts. He developed a procedure for determining blood typing, blood group system A, B, and O from dried blood stains. That's Leon Letts for you. Calvin Goddard developed a technique of examining bullets using comparison microscope to determine whether or not a particular gun fired the bullets. Right, we are just about to wind up this slide for today. We also have Edmund Locate, the father of crime laboratories. We'll talk about him in the next slides. I know he's one of the important guys when you talk about forensic science because in 1910 he started the first crime laboratory in an attic of a police station in Lyon, France, and eventually founded the Institute of Criminalistics in France. His most phenomenal contribution was the locate exchange principle, which states that every contact leaves a trace. I'm just summarizing here, but we will talk about that in detail. We will read it out, the locate principle. He believed that every criminal can be connected to a crime by particles carried from the crime scene. So that's the principle of exchange. Anything that you touch, just like I'm doing there, or maybe rather, let me say this, right? You see, I've touched this camera. There is an exchange. I've taken material from the camera, and the camera has taken material from me. So I can be connected to the camera here by way of the exchange of material which just happened. It took some dust there, and The camera took sweat and some dead cells from my fingers and their fingerprints also, which impressed on the camera. So that's Locate's principle. This is the basis of forensic science in investigations, even in modern day times. So basically, what has changed is the technology, but this principle is very much functional. When a criminal comes into contact with an object or person, there's cross transfer of evidence which occurs. Then we also have Edgar Hoover. He was the director of the Federal Bureau for Investigations during the 1930s in the US. He organized a national laboratory to offer forensic services to all law enforcement agencies in the US. Presently, the biggest crime laboratory belongs to the FBI in the US. I haven't seen it myself, I've only read about it. I would want to lie to say if other countries have also developed state-of-the-art laboratories more than the US, then we are here to learn. Some other countries which have notable forensic services in the world now include the UK, France, Russia, and China. In recent years, there has been an increase in the number of crime laboratories and forensic investigation as a result of Supreme Court decisions or High Court decisions, Constitutional Court decisions, depending on the judicial structure in each particular country, nation, or legal jurisdiction. So in the 1960s, there's been a mandate, or rather the 1960s, I would say, they mandated the world, or they created, they are the ones responsible for policing basically in a scientific way, because they were placing greater emphasis on scientifically validated evidence, and this was accelerated rather by increased drug abuse and the development and sophistication of criminals to commit other much intelligent crimes, I would say. Yeah. So basically, this also led to an increase in technology and such novel technologies like DNA profiling and its use. So in the present day, scientists and technicians are being armed with increasingly sophisticated technologies that can be very useful, and they can use them to help bring criminals to justice and prevent the innocent from going to prison. There's nothing as painful as going to prison when you are innocent, and it's also nothing painful like seeing a criminal walking scot-free. Going into the community, living a vindicated life to say this person was wrongly accused, and a lot of things going on. We all know that this person is guilty, but we could not prove it because we did not have the necessary resources to investigate. It's painful, and the world is suffering because we do not apply ourselves as human beings in trying to solve the present problems. Because we have seen that in most cases people concentrate mostly on uh, populism, those popular ideas, rather take the harsh route, but benefiting people maybe in the next 5, 6 years going down there, and making them happy today, but then wiping them out tomorrow. It's a shame, it's a pity. That's my own thinking. But it's all because we are talking of history here, the history of forensic science. So that's why I'm at least coming along those guys, just to conscientize people that we need to think about the future from our present and our past. What we are doing today and what we did yesterday should give us an insight of tomorrow. Right, so innovations from forensic science research and development are bringing new techniques to crime solving and increasing the reliability and efficiency of forensic testing. Forensics have grown to be popular through such things like CSI movies or crime scene investigation movies and series, which portray it as an easy and exciting accurate science. Forensic science is not an easy thing, and the results do not come just like that overnight. You have to wait for results, maybe 2 weeks, 6 days, maybe a month, maybe. Scientists will be busy analyzing things, going back to the books to read. So if you want to be a forensic scientist, then you have to be an avid reader, someone who's always researching and reading and catching up with the latest developments and latest information made available, lifelong skills. You should always be looking for fresh information. So basically, that is what we are saying. However, there is need to dismiss the fantasy that it is an easy science. It is very difficult to identify and collect evidence at the crime scene, to process it. It may take weeks or months, just like I said, and it is not every time that suspects are located. And also, at times, samples are very, very complicated, and sometimes they are decomposed or they are degraded and need special technology skills and time to be collected and prepared for analysis. So, as you can see, it's not easy to get that title, simply because we watch those movies or those crime scene movies, the CSI series and things like that, where we see criminals being connected, where the investigator goes to the crime scene, is looking at a matchstick, and then says, no, let me take this to forensic, is giving orders, and the forensic guy says, this is linking to so and so, and then there's a picture on the screen for all to see that this is the suspect. No, that's not forensic science. In the real world, you have to work hard, sometimes months, just to establish information to say who really did this and what really happened here, to explain the events, just to reconstruct the crimes. It's a whole lot of work. It's not an easy science. So, for now, I would say that's enough material. It's not easy to listen to someone for over 30 minutes. It becomes boring. So we don't want it to be boring. We want it to be exciting. We meet in the next video. Please like and also subscribe to my channel, Express TV. We post anything, but currently we are running with forensic investigations team. We will also posting some comedy, current affairs, news, music, video skits, lot of things coming. But now we are trying to school all those in the field of forensic science, forensic practitioners themselves, forensic students, lecturers, uh, judges, magistrates, jury, whatever legal system that you use in your country or in your jurisdiction, even the lawyers as well, so that in the general public, we have to be cautious of forensic science, but we are not schooling criminals. So, see you in the next video. Love you all.